Hey everyone, Sam Signorelli, H1 Fencing. Welcome back to Can Haz Armory. Today we're going to talk PVC storage pipes. Kind of the classic way of storing your gear, your weapons in your bag is a half-inch diameter, 3-foot long hunk of PVC. It protects the blade, if you have wires like epi or foil, from anything else in the bag. It protects the tip. It also protects your clothing from the blade, because if you got wet clothing, blades touching it, you're going to have nice rust spots across your chest. There are a couple ways of doing this, and what you need is, of course, PVC. You're going to need, possibly need a pipe cutter, need a end cap, slip cap, need a top, perhaps like a half-inch cross, and you need small 6-inch bungee cords. Let's get to it. Okay, so typically when you get PVC from Lowe's or Home Depot or Menards, where you're going to get it from, usually it's going to come in a 10-foot tall length, which is great for making multiples like I do. You just need one. You can buy the pre-cut ones. They tend to be about 2 feet long, which means you have to put a coupler between them. But if you need a 10-footer, you know, take it, measure out a mark 3 feet long, and get a pipe cutter. And there's my mark. I'm going to line it with the mark. Oops, drop that. There you go. And there's 3 foot length, 1 foot length. This is going to be, it could be trash. You could also use it for, if you're going to put stuff, pieces together with couplers, you can use it as spacers. Hold on for it now. So you could use this and put the blade down it. Let me get a blade real quick. You could take your foil, just like that. It's fine. The point's not sticking out. It's there. This is perfectly fine at a pinch, but it does mean the blade can move around and bounce out, and it's not tightly protected. So the first thing you should do is get a slip cap. This is a little hard cap. They have two different versions. One just is smooth inside, so it slips over, hence the name, or it's threaded for higher pressure PVC. Just put it over the end, smack it around a few times, knock it in there, and that means it'll protect the point. The top's a little different story entirely. You could do several ways. You can go with, again, nothing here, but it causes a problem when you're gonna put on the bungee. You can go with a cross, again, slip cap, and then I'll show you how to do it with the bungee there, or you can get a T, and if you do that, you can also either a half-inch T, or in this case, this is a half-inch going up to 3/4, like that, and I'll get that in a second. Let's do this right now. So I'm gonna put that one on. The reason I put a 3/4 is for epi blades, because sometimes the epi blades gets a little stuck on the half-inch stuff. 3/4 is plenty enough room. By the time it gets down to here where it narrows up, you already passed the widest part of the blade. So this tube is almost ready to go. And now I'm going to mount the bungee cord. First I have to drill a hole, so hang on. So I have my drill and a bit. I'm going to drill a hole just inside, maybe about a 1/4 inch inside this edge, right there. Not here, but on the side sticking out. Oops. A little tighter on that, so let's move. There we go. Now, what it's for is for the bungee. It's a 6-inch bungee. You could hook it through here, the hole, and crimp it down. Or you could cut it in half and then tie a knot in it. I'm going to do the crimp style. So hang on a second. I'll stick my pliers. Hook it through the loop, and then I'm going to take my pliers and crimp this down so it's not going to pop out. Hopefully, if I can hold still. Oops. No, I can do it with the blocking the view. Sorry about that. Come on, stop slipping off. Okay, it's slipping off. Let me get a different pair of pliers. I'm going to do that, so try this pair of pliers. Okay, that's not going to crimp. Okay, so that's not going to crimp. There's not enough room for it slipping off. So I'm going to do it the other way. That hardly even crimped at all, so let's bend that back out a bit. There we go. So what I'm going to do is cut it in half. Slip through the hole. Tie a knot in the very end. Just a single knot's fine. It's a bungee will hold in place. There's a knot. Doesn't slip through. Take the weapon. There we go. And I can take this, wrap it around, and connect to itself. Show what it looks like that. Come up from this side, wrap it around, and it's not going to go anywhere. There's a different way of doing it, the way I usually do it, and I'll show that right back. Okay, we're back, and here's it with this one. I cut 2 holes with the cross. I did the same thing, tying a knot. It goes there, and all I can do with this one, that's even easier to hold on to. You simply link the bungees together and pull over the top. And that is enough to hold it in place. That works for foil very nicely. For an épée, or if we're going to do a saber first. For saber, owing to the different shape of the guard, you can go over there. Most people I know who do saber will go through around the back side and through between the guard and the handle. Again, same thing, it keeps it in there. Very easy to do. Épée might be a little different because, again, that guard size, depending on where you drill the holes. It fits all the way down there. And again, you could do, if it fits, if it's long enough, stretched out enough, you could, with the top, I can foil, but stretches a little bit. You could also hook it to the guard. The important thing is it doesn't come out, okay? Or you can go and wrap around whatever way holds it in place. So 1/2 inch works fine for saber and foil. Épée, if it's a little narrower blade, but if you have a wide bladed épée, get a 3/4. And not a problem going all the way down. And of course, a single one, you can scoop it around that right there. That's to make a PVC storage pipe for your weapons. As always, happy armoring.